Good morning, Ambazonian family. My name is Kapo Daniel. This one is my daily podcast for now. Today, number 4 day for the month of April 2019. I don't know whether I watched the video yet, but the live video for Dr. Akwanga with the other leaders and where they formed the new organization together with Fontem Niba. I don't watch that drama. The thing be very saddening. At the same time, it not be surprising because we don't go through the same episode over and over again. We don't go through Zaria. We see how leaders, the way they become together, they get good intention, how they put other one them for outside. Mainly because they want cover up corruption or allegations where it be embarrassing, whether they were founded or not. We see say they be put out people the way they be get solution where they not be want that solution, or they be get leaders where they not be want them to emerge, how they be keep them for outside. We see how someone they be the struggle for fight for come inside the Zaria at that time. I remember John Bakoro coming there to physically attack, to physically push himself inside the group against security guards that led to the use of arms to protect those who were inside and to put those who were outside to keep them outside. We have seen all these things played out again, where a group of leaders they come and they pretend and they tell Ambazonian people how they wanted unity. But we know that very, very much nobody will be there for inside Zaria, those leaders, they no be one unity. Actually, they no be ready, it will be their intention. So that before that conference won't happen, they will already decide on which way they will want me come up for the. The same with this one. Like they said, they will already decide everything where they want for that conference. The invitation, the way they will push and forward, the hard work they will do for the people they know want me to come for the, they will do on social media, just like how it be there for Zaria. So it be saddened because if the intention was ever to bring unity, the hard work, as Bo Herbert talk and when one way they put sleep before you sleep before you do them, therefore do that hard work behind doors for make sure say all the leaders and they for the. But it be as it be. Uransi say instead for the group where they struggle for really create an organization for include the most effective leaders and the most effective institutions, they have been left out, and people who all along have just been struggling to create a specific structure like John Bakoro that are going to serve them. We saw that is the same reason he could not join ACT or join the IG. He has been talking about that rotative leadership thing for a long time, and we all know that Connie friendship like the one between Ayabacho and Akwanga, we have all seen how it has played out, and it is sad that we see our people who really love our country and love our liberation are unable to go over this type of ego of somebody seeing the subordinates to rise up to power. All these small jealousies and organizations that are based on this type of human primitive instincts never take us anywhere. And during the time of the IG, the people who were in that institution, they were actually, I think they loved the country and they wanted to set us free. But it would not work just by their love for country and their intention to set us free. Whenever you work with egos, with jealousy, with all those motivations to keep others out, you end up destroying the struggle. We can go ahead if they do like that, like the IG has been, and bring nothing but pain to the people, nothing but destruction to down zero, and zero tangible successes to show. We know for sure that you cannot work. We know that the most effective institutions are the ones that can lead effectively. The AGC remains the most democratic and most effective institutions that have pulled people out of merit and out of talent to be able to prosecute this struggle. We have seen the AGC, the most organized. We have seen the scope, the most organized group. We have seen the most connected and oriented group in terms of diplomacy as well as strategic thinking. The group of the Republic of Ambazonia led by Godi Dink, by Edwin Gang. We have also seen the APNC of Sisiku Ayoktabi, the faction of the IG that is legitimate and that had kicked Sako out of the IG legitimately. These are the most organized people. You cannot keep Sisiku Ayoktabi, Edwin Gang, and Atta Milan out of this platform, and you think that you have something that is going to be effective to prosecute our struggle. No, we have seen it already in the IG. We are not going to repeat the same thing. The mistake at that time was that the ARC, which were the people who actually had the solutions, were spending their whole time to lobby and try to bring the IG together rather than focusing on their job. But this time around, I hope it will not be that case. I hope those who are outside will be able to work together because those bad blood still exist between them. I don't know whether Africa is a curse where we have these primitive instincts of jealousy, of respecter of names, respecter of adult being translated in support for them to remain in power or in positions of authority, even without any competence or ability to deliver, because we just respect people because of their names, their leaders, and we don't even have the ability sometimes to put them aside when need be. So all those primitive instincts, we have to overcome them through this, our journey for independence. We must know for now that the AGC has proven beyond reasonable doubt that they have produced the results that are milestone and that are capable of taking us to Boya. They have the plans, they have the backbones, they have the institutions, and they have the talent behind them. They have pulled people not by ego, they have pulled people not by hate, they have pulled people not by incentive with money, and the same goes to the groups that have been left outside. We expect that they should forge forward, move forward without blinking, and we are not going to allow our people again, and I hope our people are not going to allow themselves to be lured by an institution based on names and good speeches and creating organization for organization's sake to lure them and distract them again. Because if that is to happen, like it did with the IG, with the popularity of Sisiku, people were lured into a cycle that has brought us nothing but death and pain. And the same people who were calling out Sako, who is a 419er. Remember, this is not something that people are making up. This is somebody who have actually conducted 419, steal millions and millions of money from Cameroonians before he left the country, and have done exactly the same thing. And he will come to the camera and tell us that they will do everything it takes. One of those things that it takes, as Bo Herbert, as Akwanga, and John Bakuro had called previously, was for him to go away. You know, it is not about anything personal. These are just practical things. You don't send rats to take care of granules. Those are just common sense. It's not something personal. For us to succeed, we have to bring people with integrity. We have to be motivated by ability to deliver, to do what it takes for us to have our independence. All this political ploy, people who just hate Ayabacho because he's working so hard and he's producing results, and they will do everything not to work to him. Everything. If these same actions were done together with him, as we would say, because he has been willing to do the same thing to these leaders, then we would understand. So we don't see clearly the corny, but we have to move forward. We have to forge ahead without a blink, and we have to make sure that our people understand exactly what is happening, so they will make the right choices and support massively the effort being led by Dr. Ayabacho and the AGC that is going to give us independence. We have seen the products already with the support from the Basque country. We have seen the invitation that is coming up with the European Union and that in America, which is going to be for our recognition. These are people with heavyweight international institutions that are behind them, and they are going to be unfolded in front of our very own eyes. We saw the diplomatic effort in the United Kingdom with the round conference between the diplomatic team of the Southern Cameroonians led by Ayabacho himself and a lot of big weight people. These are successes or diplomacy that cannot be the story will not be told on social media today, but we saw in the British Parliament the result of those things. I've seen the pictures and the videos myself of the hard work that was put with those members that were talking in the Parliament of the United Kingdom. This is the right way for us to go. We have to fall behind the leadership of Ayabacho. He is a divine and ordained leader, and he has demonstrated it not just by words but by action. If we don't realize this, we have to take another 1 year to let our people die unnecessarily without an effective progress to their aspiration. Then we have ourselves to be blamed. We'll not go make the same mistake. We will fall behind real leadership that is leading by forging ahead, leading by creating the chances that we have, leading by results. We need to follow them together. I just hope somehow the faction of Ayok Tabi now, the APNC, and the faction of the AGC and the faction of the scope and the faction of Edwin Gang can be able to shake hands and come together and move forward and learn from the mistake of the act and do something better, because we all need the struggle to have a institutional unitary platform without which they can still go ahead. But we will not be wasting our time again to lure people because they have names, but they have zero backbones of institution behind them. It's just empty leadership noise. But these are people, I would say again and remind us, it is proper for us to debate and to talk about these things and put them in perspective. But nobody should ever take somebody's leader's weakness to mean that they don't love the country or they don't have the intention to take us forward. Even though we know that some of them are prone to be handlers of moles and agents of La Republique, but we know deeply in our heart that these are people with the intention of taking us forward, but they are limited by their egos, jealousy, and this primitive instinct that are plaguing Africa today, and we see them unfolding in our eyes. It is sad though, but we have hope, and we have to take joy in the leadership and the results, the milestone achievement that we have had with those who are out of that institution, and let us stay focused and let us move ahead. You would imagine that the institutions, the diaspora is not with these people. The diaspora, the country heads, the regional, the missions head, these are the community that holds the diaspora together. They are not there with those people for a reason. They were not invited there for a reason. Because if they were invited there, they know they would never approve or partake in any new institution that have been created. Sisiku would have never approved that. He would never stand for it. Ayabacho would never do that. He will never stand for that. And we have seen how the result of those unions have played out in that Niba Fontaines conference that was full of people who were ferried in from La Republique to Cameroon, from Cameroon, to come there and indict our struggle for war crimes. We have seen the effect. So there is things that looks good, but inside is just decay. So let us stay focused and move forward with our revolution for our independence, working not by respecter of elders just for the sake of for them being elders, but actually respecting pragmatism, respecting results that will give us independence. This is the only way we have to be able to have our independence, overcoming our primitive instincts and those manipulations that we have inherited from La Republique. Let us move forward. We will follow actions, we will follow results, not names. So God bless you now. Let us stay focused in Jesus' name, and we hope putting God in front. This time we have learned our lessons. I also say we have to put God in front of Odeshi. We have to put Odeshi behind, put the Odeshi masters behind, and allow those things to be handled by those fighters themselves. But on the national platform, we have to put God first. It's time for us to get full gear into revolution. We don't shift all the chaffs. We don't move all the kinde. We know now who have backbones. We know who have the institutions. We know who have been producing results. Let us forge ahead as such. God bless you now. My name is Kapo Daniel. Good morning, Ambazonian family. My name is Kapo Daniel. This one is my daily podcast for now. Today, number 4 day for the month of April 2019. I don't know whether I don't watch the video yet, but the live video for Dr. Akwanga with the other leaders and where they don't form the new organization together with Fontaine Niba. I don't watch that drama. The thing be very saddening. At the same time, it not be surprising because we don't go through this